T&D Sports, an exclusive video broadcast.
T&D Sports Video Productions presents the high school football game of the week. Today, it's the Arrows of Sachem North High School hosting the Lions of Longwood High School. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Sachem North High School here in Lake Ronkonkoma for today's semifinal matchup in Suffolk County Division I. It's the Longwood Lions visiting the Sachem North Arrows. My name is Mike Trezza. I'm joined by longtime Suffolk County coach and athletic director Nick Schroeder. Nick, let's talk first for just a minute about Longwood. They come into this game 7-2.
They come in 7-2, and they lost 2 games ago to the Sachem team. A lot of turnovers in that game, and I don't think you're going to see many turnovers today because of that. They are led by Namdi, who has 406 rushing yards and 7 touchdowns, and he's behind an outstanding offensive line that is about as big as any team I've ever seen at the high school level.
There you see Namdi Wanyanwu in the middle of your screen, number 6. Let's talk about Sachem North. Nick, they also come in at 7-2. They are the number 2 seed in Suffolk County Division I. They have a little bit more of a balanced attack, and they're led by a really good quarterback, a junior, number 12, Anthony Vino.
Yeah, Anthony Vino is an outstanding quarterback. To me, he's the most intelligent quarterback I've seen this season. He does not force throws into people. He hits the open man immediately. He's also got some great receivers in Shane Riley and a couple of others in Evans and Burke. They have an outstanding receiver corps, and they have an offensive line that's a lot different than Longwood's offensive line. They're a technique team. They run a lot of counter plays. They pull one side of their line, very similar to what the Redskins used to do when they ran the counter.
As Nick mentions, these two teams met just 2 weeks ago. It was Longwood with a big lead in the third quarter before they turned the ball over a couple times, Nick, and Sachem North came roaring back in that game.
Yeah, when you get field position and the team turns it over on the wrong side of the field, they're going to be in trouble, and that's what happened.
We're going to step away and be back with the opening kickoff and all the action right after this.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
Singleton. Singleton's off to the races. Singleton is in.
Hands it off to Spalina. Spalina, 5, into the end zone.
Here's Vino. He airs it out for Riley. What a catch by Riley. Here's Griffin breaking tackles. 20 to 10, forget it. Phillips down the left sideline. In for the touchdown. Captain Phillips. Now I am the captain. Sachem North High School here in Lake Ronkonkoma. Just about set for the opening kickoff. Sachem North hosting Longwood. Mike Trezza, Nick Schroeder on hand, ready to bring you all the action. Let's talk for a minute before kickoff, Nick, about this coaching matchup. It's Sean Kluber for Longwood against Dave Caputo for Sachem North.
The amazing thing is that both of these staffs have people that went to these high schools. The staff at Longwood, every one of them played for Longwood, and they do a great job. And they've switched their mode of attack to a much more simple running game.
DeMilt to kick off. Sachem North in the black will move left to right on your screen here in the opening quarter. He'll be kicking to Ben Moscatello and Lewis Caleb. Caleb takes it at about the 10. Couple nice moves to the middle of the field, and he's out across the 30 before he's banged down. One of those in there on the tackle is Tom Volpe.
Good return. We didn't get a lot of coverage on that. The ball was up there a long time, and great job on the kickoff return by the front five people.
Longwood in the white is going to move right to left. They come in at 7-2, as does Sachem North. We'll give you the guys up front for Longwood. It is Heydrich, Wilson, Chichester, Hamill, and Jackson left to right. A lot of big boys up there.
They've always been this way. They've been a big team with big linemen.
Caleb Corbett is their quarterback. He hands off first down. Not much doing, and it's Namdi on the carry. Nowhere to go.
That was a midline play. Let's watch it here. They go midline. They're trying to attack, and actually it was a little bit of a trap there.
Yeah, it was Ordonez, the up back, who got the carry. They'll go to him quite a bit. And they did on that play. Anthony Ordonez with the carry. Picked up about 3 on that play. Now here's Namdi looking to pick his way, and he's got a first down.
Good job. Did not get brought down with the first hit, and picks up some extra yardage, and that's a first down for the Lions.
Mark Kenny in there on the stop.
Mark Kenny, a couple of missed tackles up front. A couple of missed tackles by linebackers. The one thing is that Longwood will run that football and use up that clock.
First down of the game for the Lions. They drop the snap, and they're all over Corbett, and they throw him for a loss of 2 or 3.
Yeah, Corbett did not get a good snap from his center. Pulled away a little bit early. Let's watch it right here. And they're pulling the guard again.
Tom Volpe was in that backfield quickly on that play to make the stop. Loss of 2 is going to bring up a 2nd and 12. We're down to 10-15 left in the opening quarter. No score. Moscatello is the receiver to the near sideline. Handoff is to Namdi. They've got him by the ankles, and they bring him down. Beautiful stop that time by Tyler Hall.
Yeah, Tyler Hall is not only a good running back, he's probably the best linebacker that they have out there. Comes up. Number 1 came up there and did a nice job.
They got back 2 of that 12, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 from just about the 50. Again, 1 receiver each side. I formation behind Corbett. Corbett rolls right. They're after him. Looking for room, and now just dumps it off out of bounds.
Now you know why they run the ball. He almost fumbled that. He had the ball in one hand. If we take a look at that. He's got it in one hand. He's lucky he gets this off.
James Reed coming up from his safety spot to put the heat on him. It's going to bring up a 4th down, and into punt is Danny Blank. Blank will be punting to Shane Riley, who stands back at about his 22. Here's the kick from Blank. It almost hits a Longwood player. And it comes to a stop just inside the 30.
Well, now we're going to take a look at this Sachem offense. And they don't care about the weather. I was talking to Coach Laurie before the game. He's the offensive coordinator, and he said, we don't even talk about the weather. We don't care about the wind. We don't care if it's raining. We're going to run what we run. And also talking to him, I think you're going to see a lot more counter than we did the last time we saw Sachem.
Anthony Vino, as we mentioned, is the quarterback. He's a junior. Took over midseason, but's done a really nice job. He hands off to Tyler Hall on first down.
Big defensive linemen. It's going to be tough to move them. I think you're going to have to get the ball down the field or get to the outside.
Hall loses a yard. Nice work by that defensive front of the Lions. Let's give you the
Lions play a 4-4 defense.
On 2nd and 11 from the 30. Vino drops back, and the pass is tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job. Let's take a look at that. Again, I always talk about this each week. If you're the pass rusher and you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up. There it is. Knocked back.
Let's give you that offensive line. For the Arrows, left to right, it's Demena, Friel, Howard, Portillo, and Jaquez, number 50, is the standout at right tackle. 3rd and 11. Vino looking over the field. They're putting heat on him, and they drop him.
They're going to have to hit some short passes first to get the ball out of his hands quicker. If you're going to go back and try to pick up the yardage, they have some outstanding defensive backs. They're some of the same people that carry the ball for them.
It was Felipe Neves, number 58, a senior at 5'10", 186.
Here's something you don't see much anymore. Two receivers, 2 punt returners back there.
Nice kick from DeMilt. Taken straight up the teeth. A short return out close to the 45 before he's dropped.
By Lucas Singleton is in the game on the special team. Goes down there and makes the play.
It was Najee Henderson, number 2, on the return. We got a flag down on the play.
Probably a blocking below the waist. It's a big one. Right there, blocking the back right there on number 1.
Yeah, it was Riley getting down the field, and he was blocked in the back. We were easily able to detect that one. So that's going to bring Longwood back to their own 33 with a 1st and 10. Each team has had the ball once. Neither team has scored. Here's Namdi, and they cut his legs out from under him.
Nice job. The Sachem defense is playing well. They're getting some penetration up front. Linebackers are running over the top. Let's take a look at that. Here we go. Let's watch the defensive line. They're there. They're getting off blocks. Good play, good play.
Jaquez, Munster, and Gazelle up front for Sachem's defense. Here's a 2nd down carry, and once again he's pushed back by the left side of that defense.
There they are. Let's watch it again. They're starting to win battles up front. Because they're quick, they're getting to the ball, linebackers over the top, good play.
Jaquez, according to his coach, the best offensive and defensive lineman on the Sachem North team. He showed us why on that play. We neglected to mention the officials at the outset. Stephen Gallo's our lead official. Anthony Lamonte, Hugh Gazian, Joseph Cadaspati, and James Murnane. 3rd and 9. Corbett back to pass, dumps it off short. And they bring his legs out from under him quickly.
What a great play. Let's watch this. Thomas Volpe.
Volpe's been all over the place.
Real good job. Those people who are out there have to block somebody. For Longwood, I'm talking about.
Again, it's blank to kick it away to Riley. Riley standing just inside his own 35. It's a low kick. Doesn't get anywhere near Riley, and Sachem North is going to get nice field position.
There's a flag. Let's take a look.
I thought I saw something on the far sideline as that return was about to happen.
But I think some of those things where you see somebody fall. I'd like to see how that came about. Go. Yeah, he pushed him. He pushed him. He got beat. And I don't know. I think that Sachem is best off staying out of any kind of man situations if he possibly can. It was him going back there all alone, and everybody else was hooked up with someone else. But let's see what's going on here. Sachem with the ball.
Vino's got both Singleton and Hall in the backfield with him on 1st and 10. Singleton this time picks up about 2 before they pounce on him.
That's funny. That's the first time we've really seen Singleton and Hall in the backfield. In the last game, we didn't see that at all. They're going with 2 running backs now.
Coach Caputo gave us a hint he might split the carries a little bit more evenly today. Here comes Singleton, angling for the sideline. Nice pickup before he's smacked.
Brings up a 3rd down and about 5.
Gain of 4 by number 18, Lucas Singleton. Brought down again.
Good job. Singleton's going to be a great player. Young kid out there playing like he's been here for years.
Tyler Hamill came over from his defensive end spot to make the stop. We've got a flag before that play can get underway, and I think Sachem North might have taken too much time.
They were in a bunch set. Those offsides.
Flags for an offsides on the defense.
So that's going to give Sachem North a free 5, and it's going to give them a 1st and 10 from their own 37. Check that from the 42-yard line.
Back to 1 back. And they had a bunch set the last time out to the left, to the top of your screen.
3 receivers left side for Vino. He's got Hall in his backfield. This time Vino keeps and doesn't get much.
Not much.
They don't run Vino very often, but they did on that play.
But they're pretty predictable. They'll go trips or bunch into the wide side of the field and split a receiver out to the bottom of the screen, away from the 3, and hoping he gets man coverage.
Quick first quarter. We're down to 4 minutes.
Back to 2 backs in the backfield.
No score. 2nd and 10. And we've got another flag before that play can get underway.
I think it's going to be against Longwood. No, it's not.
You and I both guessed wrong on the last 2 penalties.
5-yard penalty will bring up 2nd and 15.
So this is going to back them up 5. Sachem North, it will be second back and forth on either side of the 40.
Longwood has the type of defensive backs that can stay with people man to man, and if you can take that away, they're going to have to start throwing to either backs or people crossing the field. There it is.
Vino looking for Singleton, and he overthrows him. You saw Singleton sneak out of the backfield down the right sideline, and Vino couldn't get him.
Yeah. Here it comes. That's a wheel route. And he's up the field, getting your back out there, hoping he's going to get picked up by a slower linebacker type. But the ball didn't get there.
Big play early in this game with a 3rd and 15 from the 37 down to 3:10 left in the first.
Again, trips to the top of the screen.
Vino looking for somebody, tries to get it to Dalton Lawrence, and that ball goes off his hands.
They are really putting the pressure on Vino. They're getting a great pass rush. Let's take a look at that if we can. Oh, we'll take a look at it in a while.
It's going to bring up a 4th down. On to punt is Zach DeMilt.
The kicking game is critical on a day like today.
DeMilt sends a low line drive that bounces at the 30. It's scooped up and returned out across the 35 by Henderson.
Henderson can go. He's got good speed. I'm surprised he doesn't play offensively. Here we go. At about the 35-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions. The Lions have not been able to run the ball like I thought they would today, but they're going to continue with it. Here they come.
Longwood back on offense.
Man,
Henderson in motion. Corbett takes it himself, looking for room on the right side, and he's got a nice gain. He's got a 1st down.
Got a 1st down. They put the man in motion and got an extra blocker at the corner. Let's take a look at that. Some people just use that to find out what they're doing. They're using him now as a blocker. He does make a great block, and he gets some room because of that. You'll see that play again.
Jackson and Hamill are the offensive linemen to the right side. That time Corbett followed them and found his way to a 1st down. 1st and 10 now from the 49.
Go motion again.
Hey, counter back, counter back.
Shovel pass is dropped, and lucky to recover on that play was Ordonez.
I just don't understand. I mean, they moved the ball last play. Now they try a big play trying to get a reverse going. So here goes the guy in motion. And they come back. Not much blocking up front, but that was mishandled. So Sachem's in pretty good shape. You know, the Sachem defense has been doing a really good job. I thought they might be handled up front, but they're doing a great job of attacking the football.
We've got a timeout. Sachem North, we're going to take it with them, and we'll be back with more action right after this.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
Is to Singleton. Singleton's off to the races. Singleton is in.
Hands it off to Spallina. Spallina, 5, into the end zone.
Here's Vino. He airs it out for Riley. What a catch by Riley. Here's Griffin breaking tackles. 20 to 10, forget it. Phillips down the left sideline, in for the touchdown. Captain Phillips. Now I am the captain. Second quarter about to get underway. 2nd and 10. Handoff is to Henderson. Or I should say Robinson. Robinson There was some uncertainty about whether he was going to play, Nick, but he's in there, and he carried on that play.
Robinson is a good one. He's probably the fastest kid on the team. He has almost 1,000 yards rushing this year, 940 yards, and he's played in 7 games. He was a Division I leader in rushing. So of all the teams, the great Floyd team, this is the guy who was the leading rusher in the league.
3rd and 1, straight up the teeth.
That's a little wedge block. Let's take a look at that. They just come together. They go toe to toe. Quick count. Good job. He's just following people. The linemen are moving people, keeping their feet going.
That was Corbett, the quarterback who rushed on that last play. So Longwood now starting to move the ball on the ground. They're inside the 40 of Sachem North with the 1st and 10. Down to 1:20 left in the first.
Now they're in the power I. Okay, they have 3 backs in the backfield.
Corbett under center. Hands off to Robinson. Robinson is grabbed by the ankles and dropped.
First time they've showed power I. Power I puts another back in the backfield beside the other 2 that they have. So it's a power set. Kind of tells you where you're going, but they don't care.
Tyler Hall came up and made the stop. 2nd and 7. Down to 40 seconds left.
Yeah, get ready for back here.
Corbett keeps it. Looking for the first down. He just may have enough.
Nice play. It's an option play. Quarterback sees an opening and keeps it. There's the pitch man, but no pitch man. Nobody there to take him. Nice play. He's a good runner as well.
The Lions now starting to move the ball on the ground. They move the chains again. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 27, and they won't run another play. So that's going to do it for the first quarter. No score after 1. We're back right after this on the T&D Sports Video Production, Orlin Cohen Game of the Week.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sachem North High School here in Lake Ronkonkoma. Mike Trezza, along with the man, the myth, the legend, Nick Schroeder, to bring you all the action. Sachem North and Longwood. And Nick, Longwood now starting to move the ball on the ground. Their quarterback, Corbett, has 3 carries for 22 yards.
And they also have Robinson back. Okay, there was some doubt as to whether he was going to play today. They kind of gave us a wink when we talked to them about it, but he's out there, and I could see why he's the leading rusher in Division I. He's got explosive speed, but you're right, the quarterback is a runner too. So there you are, not going to put this ball in the air. Anytime they try to do something fancy, it led to either a fumble or a loss of yardage.
If you want to compare this to a prize fight, Nick, both teams getting a little sort of feeling each other out in that first quarter, having a little challenge getting their offense in gear. Longwood looks like they finally are getting it in gear, whereas Sachem North has been a little slower to figure things out.
You know, I was impressed with the Sachem North defense. They've done a great job containing this team, but now they have that second threat in the backfield, and those big offensive linemen can wear on you too. So they have a big team with a power-type offense.
Robinson once again in the backfield with Corbett. Robinson takes the handoff. Robinson's got room, and it's Riley who finally faces him up and brings him down.
Let's take a look at this. This is a good blocking scheme here. There they go. They come and cut off the linebacker. The guard kicks out. It's a great play. Great play, good tackle, good touchdown saving tackle.
So it's going to be 1st and 10, not 1st and goal from the 11-yard line. Longwood can get a first down without getting a touchdown, but I don't think that's what they have in mind. Corbett has Robinson to his left. Handoff is to Robinson. Nice cut back inside near the goal line, and he stopped just short.
Robinson has some quick feet. He changes directions. Let's take a look at him. He's a really outstanding back, and they missed him. There he goes. He makes people miss.
I believe he made Jaquez miss.
And now we have a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 1, so tough spot for Sachem North's defense. Corbett has Namdi to his right. Corbett is going to take it himself. They've got him, and they stop him short. Tyler Hall in there on the stop.
Tyler Hall is some football player. He's all over the field. You'll see him carry the football. You'll see him catch the football. He's an outstanding football player. I think last time we gave him. There it is. Hall there. A couple players slowed him down, but he made the big hit.
Harlan and Reed were also in on that stop for Sachem North. So loss of 2 on that play is going to bring up a 2nd and 3 from the 3. 3 in the backfield behind Corbett. Here's Namdi, walks in.
When you have 2 threats in the backfield like that and the quarterback can run, it's going to be tough to stop this running game.
We'll take another look at that.
All down blocks. All down blocks and a kick. Put a guy in motion or switch over.
Blank for the extra point. Extra point is good. Lions on top 7-0.
Let's remember, though, that the Lions had the lead 2 weeks ago going into the 4th quarter, so this game is far from over.
We're going to step away. Be back with more action right after this. Delanto throws end zone. Fountain. Touchdown! What did we tell you? They're after him, and they sack him. And that hands off. Leskowitz, touchdown! Lanto looking to throw. Touchdown, Massapequa! It's Nugent. Hughes throwing end zone. Touchdown, Patchogue Medford. Sullivan, he's picked off at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Welcome back, everyone, to Sachem North High School here in Lake Ronkonkoma for our semifinal in Division I. Longwood's just gone on top of Sachem North by a score of 7-0. Just under 10 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Mike Trezza, Nick Schroeder on hand, along with our T&D Sports Video crew to bring you all the action. Danny Blank to kick off. He'll be kicking to Riley and Lawrence Evans. Lawrence Evans tries to catch it. It goes right through his hands, and it's into the end zone for a touchback.
I'll tell you, I'm impressed with the kicker. He's put that in there. I don't know if the wind was with him. Probably was a little bit, but that's where you want it. You want it in the end zone.
So Anthony Vino is 0 for 3 in the early going, Nick. Let's see, as you said, if he can come with some short stuff and help back off that Longwood defense just a little bit.
Yeah, they're rushing the passer, and even when they don't get there, they're getting their hands in the air. And they have quick kids in the secondary that react to the thrown ball.
1st and 10. It's a short pop to Lawrence Evans. Nice tackle that time by Damian Charles.
Longwood comes with all the force. They're a good tackling team. Whoever coaches those linebackers and defensive backs.
Sachem North reached into the bag for that one, but they picked up 5 on that play, 2nd and 5. Lawrence Evans in motion. Here's the handoff to Singleton. Singleton looking for room. He finds none.
Probably should have. Let's take a look at that. Okay, he makes a cutback move here when I think he would have gone straight ahead as the play was designed. Look at that hole. Now he comes back into the people. He comes back into where the people are. He's got to pick up positive yardage.
Singleton picked up a yard. He remains in the backfield with Vino. 2 receivers each side on 3rd and 4. We've got a flag before that play can get underway. Lawrence Evans was in motion. I wonder if there's a procedure call coming.
I think it's on Longwood.
If it is offsides on Longwood, it's going to give Sachem North the first down, and it is, says Stephen Gallo, our lead official. So Sachem North is going to have to be a little patient here. They've got a 1st and 10 from their own 31. Singleton. He's got a nice gain up the middle, picks up 7, possibly 8.
Let's watch that play. That's a nice play. Singleton can make those jump cuts. Nice job by the offensive line. They move them. They're starting to move the ball a little bit.
And they're going to hurry up, and they're going to get it to Singleton again right up the middle, and he's going to be stopped short.
And here comes Hall back in the game.
He's going to bring up 3rd and less than a yard with down to 7:55 left in the 2nd. Sachem North with the ball, trailing 7-0 on their home field against Longwood. Hall is the single back. Hall takes the handoff, and they stopped him.
Now, if you're a Sachem, you better punt that ball right now. They are. A lot of people go for it there. It's just too early in the game, and it's not good the way it would not be a good move to try to go for it. Yeah, a lot of people do in high school football. They'll go to it from the 40 out.
As we mentioned, Zach DeMilt is our kicker and punter, just a sophomore, but a good leg. And it stops rolling.
The problem with this
is step into the shoes of Terrence Robinson next year. Picked up 2 on that last carry. It's 2nd and 8. Corbett pitches it last minute to Robinson. Robinson looking for room on the sideline, and he's out close to the first
Let's take
down.
a look at that play. This is what they call a speed option. He's carried the ball like that on that option a few times, and he's kept it because they've taken away the pitch man. But you may see that again.
3rd and 2 from the 40. Henderson in motion. Corbett, they got him behind the line. Tyler Hall.
Let's take a look at that. Tyler, good job attacking the ball. I think they sent Tyler Hall.
4th and 6, and Blank is going to have to kick it away. Riley stands back at his 35. Blank gets off a high kick. Let's see if Riley wants to field it. He doesn't. He lets it bounce past him, and it rolls down to the 15, closer to the 10.
When you don't catch a punt while it's in the air or fair catch it, usually the average loss for the team that's receiving it is 17 yards, and that's critical.
Yeah, that was a mistake by Riley right there.
Yeah, he should have had his hand in the air, calling for a fair catch. When you call for a fair catch, they don't have a shot at hitting you.
We mentioned it at the outset. The wind is dying down a little bit since last night, but still pretty breezy out there, Nick, and it might have just grabbed that one and taken it away from Riley.
The wind is still up there, but remember, they're on the field. We're looking at flags that are up above the stadium here.
1st and 10. Here's Singleton. Singleton looking to pick his way, and instead he's popped.
Longwood defense comes to play. It's funny, we have not seen much of the passing game here, and I would think that if you want to hit people quick in the passing game, it may open things up. You want to stay away from those people inside. They are dominating play for Longwood.
Vino on 2nd and 10, looking to get rid of it right side. He's got a completion.
Those are the kind of things you have to do. Those are the kind of passes that build a little confidence and get you going down the field. You cannot hold the football for a long time against this Longwood defense.
Shane
Let's
Riley.
take a look at it. Riley, a good receiver, catches the ball, goes down to get it. That was nice.
3rd and short. Here's Hall looking to bull his way up the middle, and I think he's got enough for a first. Check it, it's Singleton who carries.
Singleton is getting a lot of carries today.
We've also got a Longwood player down. It is Felipe Neves, 58, who's shaken up on that play. Singleton has 7 carries. We're going to step away, and we'll see what the commotion is. We'll be back to check it out right after this.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier.
Which means he's
4th and 1. Sachem North is lined up to go for it on 4th
they're
and 1.
going to go long count.
Singleton behind Vino. Vino looking to the sideline. And finally, we've got a timeout called by Sachem North. Didn't seem like he was trying to draw him off sides or anything,
No.
Nick. There was no count, no cadence.
Not at all. I'm really surprised, but they're probably going to want to punt it right now. It's 4th down and a little bit, but that's a little too shaky given Longwood the ball, inside the 30-yard line.
There you see Sachem North's huddle. Dave Caputo at the helm. Caputo, in speaking with the two of us during the week, indicated he might give Singleton a few extra carries. Singleton, so far this game, has 7 carries for a total of 17 yards.
Don't forget that Hall plays defense, and he's on the field a long time. So to have a guy like Singleton on your team, even though he's a young player, he certainly has speed, and he really has done a pretty good job for them this year.
So Coach Caputo is now going to kick it away with DeMilt. It just crosses midfield and dies at the 47.
Yeah, we're not getting much height on those punts.
Down to a minute 34 before halftime. Really quick first half with not a lot of scoring. Longwood with the only score of the first half. They lead 7-0.
Not a lot of scoring, not a lot of throwing of the ball to stop the clock. This is one of the fastest halves that we've done this year.
3 in the backfield behind Corbett. Handoff is to Namdi. They grab him around the waist and they throw him back after a 2-yard pickup. Cole Munster, the nose tackle on the stop.
Timeout, Sachem.
So Sachem's thinking about a quick 3 and out here, Nick, and hoping to get the ball back one more time. Let's talk a little bit about how these two teams got here. Number 2 seed, Sachem North, they beat Patchogue Medford 21-6 last week. It was Vino with 2 touchdown passes in that game.
Yes, it was. And Longwood last week, they played Comac, a team that lost 30 players from last year. If I had to pick a coach of the year in this league, I would go with Coach Reggio from Comac. To bring them to the playoffs is amazing when you lose 30 seniors from the year before. So give Comac credit for making the playoffs and having a real good game.
And Longwood had to hang on by their teeth just to beat Comac 20-14, the final in that game. But in this one, we've got just over a minute left before halftime. Straight up the teeth and for a first down. Beautiful carry by Robinson.
Great explosion. Let's watch that. Watch how he explodes. He could break it at any time.
Got a great block from the fullback on that play. He's short of the first down yardage. Some confusion about whether that play is dead. They've got Corbett and they throw him back. It is Tom Volpe once again, who's been all over the field. You see him right there on your screen.
Let's watch Volpe. Good job.
It looked for a minute as if Corbett was unsure whether that play was still live.
Now they have to punt it.
Instead, it's a fake. They snap it to Ordonez. Ordonez is going to be stopped short.
Nice try with less than a minute. I don't know if I would have done that. I think I would have punted and make them go the distance, but let's take a look. They snap it to the up back. And he scrambles and almost makes it, but Sachem gets it at midfield. You don't want to be giving teams the ball at midfield.
1st and 10, Sachem North. Vino dumps it off short to Riley. Riley gets himself out of bounds and gets himself a 6-yard pickup.
That's what Sachem does best, the quick game. The quick game. Get the ball to people, get out of bounds, stop the clock, keep the ball going forward. You don't have to go big over the top. And one of the things I like about Vino is that he does that. He'll complete the shorter pass because that's the guy who's open first.
Looks like some uncertainty about whether they'll reset the clock here. Sachem North got the timeout. So, yeah, going back to that fake, we can kind of question the wisdom of that, because even though there is very little time left, they did give Sachem North the ball in great field position. If they can get one long pass here, Nick, they can tie it up before halftime with down to just 7 seconds left.
Well, they're going to get one big play here. Yeah, I'm very surprised that they did that. I would rather have them coming out from the 20.
They snapped it to Ordonez, and it was Mark Kenny, one of the D-backs, who came up and made the low tackle on Ordonez.
I'll tell you, the difference today for Longwood is Robinson. Robinson is the real deal.
Vino's going to have to air it out. Looks for Riley down the sideline. Corbett on the coverage. Caleb Corbett, not just the quarterback, but also the defensive back covering Riley on this play.
Yeah, when we talked to Sean Kluber, the head coach, he said, hey, we play our quarterback both ways. We don't care. We're going to play him both ways. If he's the best defensive back we have, he's going to be back there.
Now we're down to 5 seconds left. Let's see if Coach Caputo is willing to bomb away here with Vino. Lawrence Evans in motion. Vino over the middle. He's picked off. Tackle is made quickly, and it's Corbett with the pickoff.
Hey, with 1 second left on the clock, a couple seconds left on the clock, it's like a punt, and we had great coverage.
That's the end of the first half. Our score after one half of play, Longwood 7, Sachem North nothing. We're back with some halftime coverage right after this.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
Is to Singleton. Singleton's off to the races. Singleton is in.
Hands it off to Spallina. Spallina, 5, into the end zone.
Here's Vino. He airs it out for Riley. What a catch by Riley. Here's Griffin breaking tackles. 20 to 10, forget it. Phillips down the left sideline, in for the touchdown. Captain Phillips. Now I am the captain.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Hi, I want to give a real shout out to people who are interested in football. If you played football or if you coached football in the past, we need officials in Section 11. And the Suffolk County Football Officials Association offers courses and gets you certified to be an official. We have very few young new officials, but if you played football before, I'd like you to go to a website. It's the Suffolk County Football Officials Association, and it's powered by league.lineup.com. I can't tell you how important it is to have officials at every level. There have been games this past year that I've gone to see at the middle school level and even at the JV level sometimes where there are no officials and coaches then have to go on the field and do the refereeing. But if you are interested, please go to Suffolk County Football Officials Association and take a look at the information there and sign up and become a official by next year.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
Is to Singleton. Singleton's off to the races. Singleton is in.
Hands it off to Spallina. Spallina, 5, into the end zone.
Here's Vino. He airs it out for Riley. What a catch by Riley. Here's Griffin. Breaking tackles. 20 to 10. Forget it. Phillips. Down the left sideline. In for the touchdown. Captain Phillips. Now I am the captain.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Delanto. Throws end zone. Fountain. Touchdown. What did we tell you? They're after him and they sack him. And that hands off. Leskowitz. Touchdown. Lanto looking to throw. Touchdown, Massapequa. It's Nugent. Hughes throwing end zone. Touchdown, Patchogue Medford. Sullivan. He's picked off at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
Is to Singleton. Singleton's off to the races. Singleton is in.
Hands it off to Spallina. Spallina, 5, into the end zone.
Here's Vino. He airs it out for Riley. What a catch by Riley. Here's Griffin. Breaking tackles. 20 to 10. Forget it. Phillips. Down the left sideline. In for the touchdown. Captain Phillips. Now I am the captain.
Good morning. My name is Len Genova. I'm the president of the James C. Metzger Suffolk County chapter of the National Football Foundation. The foundation itself was created in 1947 and is dedicated to promoting amateur football and to honoring those individuals who serve players, coaches, administrators, or referees. Our chapter here in Suffolk County has been in existence since 1995, and every year at our Scholar Athlete Brunch, we recognize one scholar athlete from each of the schools, both public, Catholic, and private, that play football in Suffolk County, provided they meet our minimum criteria. Now, from that group, we pick our top 11, which we refer to as our Golden 11. And they truly represent academic and athletic excellence and represent all that's right about scholastic sports.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
Is to Singleton. Singleton's off to the races. Singleton is in.
Hands it off to Smolina. Smolina, 5, into the end zone.
Here's Vino. He airs it out for Riley. What a catch by Riley. Here's Griffin breaking tackles. 20 to 10, forget it. Phillips down the left sideline, in for the touchdown. Captain Phillips. Now I am the captain.
The ball much.
Welcome back to Sachem North High School here in Lake Ronkonkoma, New York. Mike Trezza, Nick Schroeder on hand for our Suffolk County Division I playoff game, semifinal action. It's Longwood up over Sachem North at halftime, Nick, 7-0.
Yeah, I really feel like Longwood, the change in them when they put Singleton in there, that made a. I'm sorry, when they put Robinson in the game. Robinson's been out, and he in rushing this year, he had 940 yards. And you count today and possibly another playoff game if they move on, you're talking about a 1,000-yard rusher.
Robinson in our first half today had 6 carries for 53 yards, so better than 9 yards a carry. Namdi had 7 rushes for only 19 yards, but Namdi was the guy who scored the touchdown for Longwood.
That's right. Namdi scored the touchdown. They have 2 backs back there, and I'm really impressed with the running of their quarterback. They ran option. He kept it a few times on the option. He's a very talented kid. You don't have to be a drop-back passer to be a good quarterback. Your system, you can build in things where your quarterback is a runner. And in talking to Sean Kluber this week, he said that, our quarterback is a runner. Our quarterback is going to play in the secondary, and he's just another football player.
Also, Caleb Corbett, their quarterback, had 8 rushes for a total of 31 yards. So keeping them off balance between the 2 backs, the big back, Namdi, the quick back, Robinson, and also getting some carries is their quarterback, Corbett, as I mentioned, 8 for 31.
8 for 31, and I have to tell you that I don't think they're going to throw the ball down the field. I think they're going to try to get a quick score. Now, I believe Sachem gets the ball first because they deferred, I believe, in the first half.
That is
correct. So they get it back, and if they get good field position, this could be a tie game if they can put things together. They've had a tough time getting the ball down the field, but they've been very successful the couple times they've done it, throwing the ball outside to the wide receivers. They're playing so deep on these people that you can throw underneath and just get the ball out there and pick up some positive yardage. It's almost like a running play in the air, and I think that is something that they're going to take a look at because they were successful with it a couple of times.
For Sachem North, Singleton got a good number of carries, Nick, but wasn't really effective on the ground. He carried the ball 7 times for just 17 yards. And Vino, the quarterback, passed 7 times but only 2 completions for a total of 11 passing yards.
That's right. Not a great offensive day for the Arrows, and they're going to have some changes made. They get the ball first. Let's see what they're going to do. I think you go to the quick game, get the ball to the backside of the backfield, get the ball out to those really good receivers that you have, and try to pick up some first downs and get within scoring range.
The other thing I want to ask you about, Nick, I noticed that when they go to Singleton, they've been trying to run Singleton up the middle, whereas I think Singleton with his speed is more of an outside runner. Do you think they'll make that adjustment to start the second half and try to bring Singleton a little bit closer to the sideline on some of his carries?
I don't know, because the Longwood defense just is so quick that they get out there anyway. So sometimes some of the quicker stuff or traps or counters work. I have not seen them. They had not had the ball with a sustained running or passing game in the first half. So I think you'll see some changes. It's a smart coaching staff. They know what they're doing. And I think you'll see a difference in the second half.
Defensively for Sachem North, it was Tyler Hall with 4 tackles, and Jaquez, their best offensive and defensive lineman, as we mentioned, had 4 tackles for Sachem North.
Yeah, Jaquez is a good defensive lineman. He's got great technique. He also is one of these folks who gets his hands in the air, even when he doesn't get to the quarterback. Although they have not thrown the ball too much, the Longwood Lions are not into putting the ball in the air if they could run it down the field. They have big offensive line, and they follow them down the field. And it's going to be a tough game. I give Sachem's defense credit. They're down 7-0 right now, but they've played tough for the most part.
Now, I know members of that coaching staff spoke to you before the game, Nick. They said, we're not worried about weather. We don't think about weather. But there you can see on our screen those flags blowing from left to right. This wind was expected to die down as we got into mid-afternoon, but now we're going on 2:30 in the afternoon, and you can see that those flags are going pretty good in there.
Those flags are up real high too. It's a little different on the field. So that's why they're not throwing the ball down the field, though. And either team is going to throw the ball down the field. I think that Longwood is going to try to not make mistakes. Last week they had the lead. They took it into the fourth quarter and then gave up 2 scores, and Sachem got the higher seed because of that. So this is really a game of 2 teams that want to get to Stony Brook next week to play in the championship. We'll find out what's going on with William Floyd today against Ward Melville, and if we can get that score from somebody, we'll get it right to you.
We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be back with the third quarter and all the action right after this. This is the Orlin and Cohen High School Football Game of the Week, brought to you by T&D Sports Video Productions.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
Is to Singleton. Singleton's off to the races. Singleton is in.
Hands it off to Spallina. Spallina, 5, into the end zone.
Here's Vino. He airs it out for Riley. What a catch by Riley! Here's Griffin breaking tackles. 20 to 10, forget it! Phillips down the left sideline, in for the touchdown. Captain Phillips. Now I am the captain.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Delanto throws end zone, Fountain, touchdown! What did we tell you? They're after him and they sack him. And that hands off, Leskowitz, touchdown! Lanto looking to throw. Touchdown, Massapequa! It's Nugent. Hughes throwing end zone. Touchdown, Patchogue, Medford. Sullivan, he's picked off at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
Welcome back for the second half of our semifinal playoff game from here at Sachem North High School in Lake Ronkonkoma, along with longtime Suffolk County coach and athletic director Nick Schroeder, Mike Trezor on hand to bring you all the action. Sachem North trails Longwood 7-0 at halftime. And what can Coach Dave Caputo do, Nick, to make some adjustments at halftime and get his team's offense cranked up a little bit more?
I think he could go with two backs. Then he has two threats back there. Okay, they're sharing time right now. You have two good football players. Let's get them in the game, particularly since we haven't scored yet. Okay, but I think they should both be in there for certain situations. And I think you'll see a difference in Vino when he comes out here in the second half. He's going to have to start hitting people quickly, and that's the thing that he did well. And the other time that we covered Sachem North, he got rid of the ball in a matter of 2 seconds. And there's Dave Caputo right now, another Sachem graduate. We talked about Longwood, all of their people being from Longwood and going to school there. Dave Caputo is a Sachem product all the way. He was at Sachem East for a while and then came over here to get the head job, and he's done a great job. And I think next year they will be one of the better teams in Division I.
Coach Caputo also an administrator here in the Sachem district and still had time to speak with us during the week. Very generous in sharing information with us, as has been Coach Kluber of Longwood.
Yeah, these coaches, we take a lot of time away from them, and we kind of get into who all the players are and what some of their ideas are going to be for the game. And nobody has really turned us down all year long. We've had a great time talking to all the head coaches. And the referees, as I said before, doing a great job. And the Suffolk County Football Officials Association is looking for referees. So if you're in college right now or you're in high school even, go and get certified as a referee and make some money. It sure beats going to the ice cream store and scooping ice cream.
Or working the drive-thru at Starbucks. There you see your score on our scoreboard as we get ready to start the second half of this semifinal game. Most likely William Floyd waiting for the winner, but we don't know that yet, as William Floyd taking on Ward Melville today.
Ward Melville looked pretty good the last time we covered them. But they got beat pretty good by William Floyd earlier in the season. But as you can see, earlier in the season doesn't mean much when your next step is going to be to Stony Brook for the Suffolk County Championship.
We just got an update on that game. It's 7-0 William Floyd over Ward Melville in that game. Game's still in progress.
That is amazing. That is amazing. William Floyd has so much talent, offensively, defensively. They usually pull it out. But I'll tell you, Ward Melville, they were a team that showed us a lot last week.
Sachem North in the black is going to get the ball to start the second half. They trail 7-0 on their home field in this semifinal against Longwood in the white. Longwood's got Danny Blank, who's going to kick it away. Dalton Lawrence Evans and Shane Riley are back at their 10-yard line. Now Riley backs up to his 5. Lang puts it in the air. Riley's going to take it on the run. Riley, straight up the teeth. He's got a nice return out across the 30.
Nice return. Stayed in there. Okay, did not try to bounce it to the outside. Went in there. If he had gotten by that person who was covering there, he probably could have had an even bigger gain. But that's something that you have to learn to do. You have to learn to go forward, not sideways, not backwards, not changing field. And a lot of people who return kicks try to get too fancy. Just go straight ahead, get through people, and try to break it once you get past them.
Tyler Hall is the running back. Here's the play to Lawrence Evans.
Great job by the Longwood secondary. Watch how many. Let's take a look at that. Look. Here we go. Watch this secondary. They see its run. They beat blocks. And they come up and they make the play.
Lawrence Evans picks up 2 on that shovel play. Vino back to pass. Vino was looking for Lawrence Evans, couldn't find him.
I think we're going to get a hold on Sachem.
Longwood defense has been stout, especially up front. They've been putting the heat on Vino all afternoon. Face mask on Sachem North is the call from our lead official, Steve Gallo.
A little credit given to Mason Hauser, who has 38 tackles this year, 4 sacks and an interception, and 1 forced fumble. And Ordonez is another guy who has 41 tackles.
Quick swing to the outside. He's got Eaton. Eaton trying to break away, but they've got him stopped after a very short pickup.
Let's take a look at that. This is what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to get it out there and now pick up your yardage. But yeah.
He's got multiple receivers that can catch. So he's going to have to get more of them involved. Pickup of 6 on that play. Empty backfield now for Vino. Vino gets it off over the middle. He's got Reed. Reed's got the first down.
He's got the first down, but he should have kept running. He should have kept running. He stopped and allowed people to make, I know he was trying to cut back and make a big move, but pick up yardage. People are chasing you. Just keep running. Don't cut back because here comes a linebacker.
1st and 10. Here's Hall. They've got him bottled up, and they stop him behind the line. 2-yard loss on that carry.
I think they've really zeroed in on Hall. Let's take a look here. Not going to get much in there.
Good defense by Miles. Flag on that play. 2nd and 11. Vino on the roll. They bat it down.
Again, watch. We talk about this all the time. Do not let that quarterback break contain, and if you can't, tackle him or sack him for a loss. Get your hands up and do something.
Tyler
Great
Hamill,
play.
their best defensive lineman, bats it down on that play.
Tyler Hamill, number 56, the defensive end. And that was like textbook the way you teach it.
3rd and 11. 4 receivers in the game. Hall is the running back. Over the middle to Lawrence Evans, and he goes nowhere. Loses the ball at the end, but I believe it's Hall who recovers.
I thought he was down. Uh-oh.
And Lawrence Evans is shaken up on the play. Injury timeout. We'll step away and be right back.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
Is to Singleton. Singleton's off to the races. Singleton is in.
Hands it off to Spallina. Spallina, 5, into the end zone.
Here's Vino. He airs it out for Riley. What a catch by Riley. Here's Griffin. Breaking tackles. 20 to 10. Forget it. Phillips down the left sideline. In for the touchdown. Captain Phillips. Now I am the captain.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game,
Dalton Lawrence Evans is out of the game. You hate to see that happen.
Number 25, Zachary DeMilt.
4th down. DeMilt to punt. Nice kick. Angling for the sideline. It's going to bounce out of bounds at about the 22-yard line.
That was the best kick of the day for Sachem. This game, remember, they were losing 2 weeks ago. So this game is far from over. It's a one-score game. But Longwood is going to try to take the air out of the football and just run the ball as many times as they can. With Robinson back there.
Full house backfield for Corbett. Low snap, but he picks it up and carries it himself over the middle. Pickup of 3 or 4 on that carry.
Nice job taking a broken play and making something out of it.
Gain of 4 yards, brought down by number 28, Tyler Hall.
Gains 4 on that play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 6. We're down to 8:50 left in the 3rd quarter of play from here at Sachem North. Mike Trezza, Nick Schroeder on hand, along with our T&D Sports Video crew to bring you the semifinal game in Suffolk County Division I. Ordonez takes the direct snap and is out close to the first down.
Close to the first down. I don't like that overemphasis on the fake. I always told defensive players that if you see that really big fake, it's a fake.
Well, they faked the punt before with Ordonez. Right. Now, wasn't a direct snap. He actually took the handoff, but as you mentioned, a little bit of trickery there. In either case, it's third and very short. Sachem North crowd in front of us looking for something to get loud about. They've been patient throughout the afternoon, but they want something to cheer for.
I think the quarterback's just going to keep it. Yep.
Third and short. Corbett drives up the middle and picks up the first down.
Simple play. You have less than a foot for a first down. Just get behind one of those big linemen and pick up a yard.
It's a first down for the Lions.
Always wanted to drive a Corvette, Nick, but that time Coach drove a Corvette.
A Corvette, I get it.
First and 10, Longwood. Now from their own 32. They lead by 7 over host Sachem North. Corbett, short dump off. He's got a completion to Ordonez. Ordonez, they get him out of bounds, but inside the 45.
Let's see that play. It's just a little bit of a sprint out. Get to the first open man.
Anthony Ordonez does a lot of different things for this Longwood team.
Yeah, but Ordonez this season has 41 tackles. That's a lot of tackles.
Again, full house backfield. Robinson is at the 30, the 20, the 10, and in.
Robinson, it makes a difference in this team. They are a different team with Robinson back there. There he goes. He just runs away from everybody. He's got great speed. Hits the hole quick and takes off.
Longwood is going to go for 2. Now they're going to kick the extra point with Blank. Blank puts it up. Blank puts it through. Longwood leads 14-0.
Now down by 2. Sachem last week was down by 2.
We're going to step away, be back with more action right after this.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
We are back at Sachem North High School. Sachem North will get the ball, but now they trail 14-0 against Longwood on their home field. Semifinal action. Mike Trezza, Nick Schroeder.
Let's not forget that 2 weeks ago, they were down by more than 2 and came back and won the game.
They were down 21-3 in the third quarter in that game and came back and won it 25-21. So Longwood turned the ball over a couple times late in that game, and it opened the door for Sachem North.
You know, I think the difference between the team that week and the team today is Robinson. I mean, Robinson is the real deal. He's as good a back as we've seen this year. He's got tremendous, tremendous speed.
absolutely showed it on that play. And we had a penalty on Longwood, so they're going to make him re-kick, this time from the 35. Let's see if they can get Riley loose on a return. Riley takes it. Riley! Nice return out across the 40.
Great job, Riley, going right up the gut. Let's watch this. It's a real good kickoff return. There they go. They've got the wall there. He stays up inside. That's where you go. Get through the smoke. Get through everything in there, and sometimes you break it the whole way. That was a nice job.
See who it was. Somebody just grabbed him by the ankles. Riley was able to keep his feet for a moment, but not all the way. In either case, Sachem North has the ball with great field position. Vino looks around, now lets it go. We've got a flag coming in. It's on Robinson.
It is on Robinson. He hasn't been in that secondary for a lot of weeks. Still, you don't reach across like that. Let's watch what happens. There's Robinson sneaking up. As we said, mistakes can bring a team back. Mistakes by the opponent, and that was a bad call.
First and 10, Sachem North. Vino looking for Reed. What a catch, one-handed.
What a great catch. What a great catch. He put it right where he could catch it too. Let's watch the pattern. He turns around. Great job. That is concentration at its utmost. Nice pass by Vino.
Now Sachem North starting to move the ball. They've got a first and 10. They're down to the 20 of Longwood. Hall is the running back. To the left of Vino. Vino, they're putting the heat on him. He gets away from it. Looking end zone. Touchdown!
Eaton. Andrew Eaton from Vino. As we said, this game is never over. I tell you what, that was a great drive by Sachem North. Vino regaining some confidence now. Receivers making great catches.
Is this one being called back? Yes, it is, for a procedure call on Sachem North. My goodness, that is an absolute killer. Let's see if we can pick it up.
I didn't see a thing, Mike.
And that flag came in very, very late. The crowd in front of us had been celebrating for a good 2 minutes by the time we noticed that flag. That's going to bring up a first and 15. Vino did a good job to get away from the rush. Now let's see if he gets away this time. He's headed for the sideline. Hamill's after him, as are other guys, and they bring him down.
Tyler Hamill, a defensive end. He's the stand-up defensive end.
Vino scrambles out of it and picks up 5 on the play, so it's going to bring up a second and 10. Sachem North really had the wind in their sails. Vino dancing around back there, and Hamill has him from behind.
Hamill is a really good pass rusher. That time, though, he doesn't knock it down. He goes after the quarterback. He's about as good as they come. Let's watch him.
Hamill got behind his man pretty easily on that play, Nick.
He's got good hands. His hands are quick. He do a great job coaching this defense.
3rd and 16. 4:40 left in the third. Sachem North needs this badly. Eaton in motion. Vino looking for Eaton. Did he come down with it? Yes, they're saying he did.
No. Picked off. Let's take a look at this. That is a battle for the ball. And the defensive back wins it. Great play. Great play. Not a bad throw. You have to give yourself a little bit more room on that sideline.
Najee Henderson with the pickoff. He tipped it to himself and came down with it. So now Longwood in the driver's seat, up 14-0, and just gotten the ball back. Here's Robinson. Robinson is thrown down, given a rough ride, but not before another nice gain.
Robinson is a great runner because he's moving his feet. He's going forward all the time. He can fake while going forward. He's got some real skills. They missed him so much. And talking to Sean Kluber this week, I had a feeling that Robinson was going to get a lot of time.
Robinson picked up 8 on that last carry. 2nd and 2. Corbett is under center. Hands off to the fullback, Ordonez. Ordonez dives forward for the first down. They like Ordonez in those short yardage situations. Now you can understand why.
Yeah, Ordonez is the fullback. A lot of teams that run the I formation use their fullback predominantly as a blocker, but I find that every once in a while you can sneak him in there and just give it to him. In the power I now, off tackle.
1st and 10 from the 25. There you see the Sachem North players trying to strip that ball away from Robinson, but Robinson holds it tight.
Let's give credit to that offensive line because they're moving people now. Take a look at that. Robinson does a good job protecting the football, as you said.
Second and 3. Corbett has played a nice game, the quarterback. 3 behind him. He hands off right side. This time it is Lewis Caleb. First time calling his name today.
Yeah, I think this is the first time he's carried the ball, first time he's been in the backfield. They might be giving Robinson a rest.
Time becoming of the essence for Sachem North. They trail by 2 TDs, and we're approaching the 2-minute mark in the third quarter of play.
Power I again.
Longwood content to go on a nice deliberate drive here. Here's Caleb again, 2nd carry in a row. This time he picks up 3 or 4 on the right side.
Looks like a hold. Let's see if we can find out who it was.
Right side of that line has done a good job. It's Tyler Hamill and Josh Jackson. They love to run right behind those 2 guys.
Power I, they have 2 backs blocking in the backfield, out of the backfield, along with that really outstanding offensive line.
Miles Flagg is the 2nd fullback. You saw him in there blocking on that play. 1st and 16. Now from the 38, 1:45 left in the third. Got a flag and a whistle before that play gets underway. I think this will go on Longwood again. Let's see what Steve Gallo has to say about it. Procedure on Longwood.
I didn't see where that would be called. Could be somebody just jumped up front. Let's see.
Boy, that looked kind of clean to me, Nick. I didn't see much there.
I didn't see an offensive lineman hold, that's for sure. An offensive line is tough. They got good technique, feet going all the time.
1st and 22. Here's Caleb. Caleb tries to pick his way and has a nice gain, about 8 yards on that count.
Bring up a 2nd and 13 for the Lions from the 47-yard line.
Gain 9 on that play, so 2nd and 13 now from the 33. We're under a minute to play in the third. Robinson's back in there at tailback. 2 fullbacks in front of him. Robinson gets the carry, and he's off to the races. Robinson is gonna score again.
I'll tell you what, he is some piece of work. He's as quick as anybody I've seen this year, probably faster than anybody I've seen. They missed him. Look at that, he just runs away from everybody.
As soon as he got through that line, you knew he was gone. Got a player down on the field. We'll step away with an injury timeout. Longwood's just gone up by 3 scores.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
Is to Singleton. Singleton's off to the races. Singleton is in.
Hands it off to Smolina. Smolina, 5, into the end zone.
Here's Vino. He airs it out for Riley. What a catch by Riley! Here's Griffin breaking tackles. 20 to 10, forget it. Phillips down the left sideline, in for the touchdown. Captain Phillips. Now I am. Extra point by Blank is good. Longwood up 21-0.
Robinson has 9 rushes for 171 yards and his 2nd touchdown of the day.
Meanwhile, Nick, an unexpected development while you and I are covering this game. William Floyd has now been tied up by Ward Melville. That game is 7-7 in the third quarter.
You know, they have a good running back in Gaffney. We saw him. He was one of the better running backs we've seen. Granted, they played against a Whitman team that was totally being outmatched by Ward Melville. But I'm sure that Paul Longo has something up his sleeve. And, you know, Ward Melville has always been one of the tougher games for William Floyd over the years. They throw the ball quite a bit. They give him a lot of trouble.
You just got to look at the Longwood crowd across the field. They've had plenty to cheer about. They're up 21-0 over host Sachem North. Here's Riley on the return. Riley a couple moves, and he's banged down quickly as he crosses the 20.
Let's watch that kickoff, because you'll see that you know, Longwood is playing with like reckless abandon, and I don't think that I don't think anyone was blocked.
Looked like Raheem Mack, number 14, on the special teams tackle for Longwood. Let's give him a pop. Sachem North goes back to work with just 25 seconds left in the third. They trail by 2 TDs. On the little pitch play, it is going to Brian Avanzato, but he's quickly brought down by Charles.
Watch the pursuit on this play by the Longwood defensive backs and linebackers. They run full speed. Here they come. See?
Avanzato was pursued from behind and from the front, and therefore had very little chance. We've got a flag coming in. Let's see what that's all about. Oh, that's the end of the third quarter. We'll step away and be back with the fourth right after this. Longwood up 21-0 over Sachem North.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video.
I like this one. Elbow tied it up, huh?
Start of the fourth quarter from here at Sachem North High School in Lake Ronkonkoma. Mike Trezza, Nick Schroeder on hand to bring you all the action. Sachem North has the ball. They trail by 3 scores, and they have a 2nd and 10 from their own 22. Vino going for Eaton. He just overthrows him.
He overthrows it. He could have laid it out there a little softer and have him run under it. Let's watch this. He almost throws it on a line. I thought that might have been pass interference there early.
I was going to say, the defender got away with a little tug on Eaton's jersey right there. 3rd and 10. Vino looking to unload. He does to Riley's got a first down.
They have a lot of fight in them still. Riley's a great receiver. Goes up for the football, makes plays down the field. He's got great hands.
Tyler Hall in the backfield with Vino on 1st and 10. Vino will carry it himself. Spin move and very short pickup. Maybe a yard, maybe 2. Ordonez in on the tackle.
You know, one of the things is when a quarterback is scrambling or trying to get out, the receivers that go long should come back to the football and try to make a play so that the quarterback has an opportunity to get to somebody.
Pickup of 3, 2nd and 7. Vino going deep for Eaton. It's off his hands.
That one was right there.
Eaton's had one called back. Let's take a look at this one.
Here we go. What do we have? We have a 3rd down situation right now. 3rd and about 8.
Eaton had 2 guys on him, Nick, but he outran both of them.
Yep.
But Vino was just a little strong on that throw. 3rd and 7. Vino looking to take off with it, and he'll never get to the sticks as they've got him down. Hamill
Vino scrambles for a gain of 3 yards.
Tyler Hamill, we've heard his name a number of times today. He's
Check that. That's 44 Hauser, not Hamill on the stop.
Hauser's one of the captains. And he made the play from his linebacker position.
So Coach Caputo will leave the offense out there on 4th and 3. Vino has time. Going for Riley, it's off his hands.
Let's take a look at that because defensive backs did a great job.
Corbett was the cover man.
From the Sachem 48-yard line.
Great job. Great job. Free safety was coming over. Great coverage on number 1. Shane Riley.
I'm a little puzzled by the decision to go deep there, Nick. You needed a first down. You had a 4th and short. Why bomb away down the middle of the field?
Yeah, I haven't seen many crossing patterns. I haven't seen many plays where there's a back out.
Robinson on the carry. And when it doesn't look like Robinson's doing anything, he's still picking up 7 and 8 yards on these plays.
He's got very quick feet. His feet are going the whole time. You don't get a good shot at him.
Robinson, you see that cast still on his hand from that broken hand just a few weeks ago. Second and 3. Here's Caleb. Caleb was almost in the clear. Good tackle that time by Nick Mione.
The Sachem front line is getting handled here.
AC Heydrich, the left tackle, on your screen. 6'3", 329. That is a big high school kid, Nick.
That's for sure. They always have those kind of kids over there. They have big kids. They hit the weight room with them. They work with them, jumping rope, getting quicker. They're a good coaching staff.
They've got him stood up and they've got him stopped. It's Nick Mione again on consecutive tackles along with Volpe, I should say.
Correction, number 24, Nick Mione.
Second and 11. Longwood still on the drive, up 3 scores. 8:20 left in the game. Here's Namdi.
Namdi. Haven't heard his name much since
Volpe on the stop for Sachem North's defense. But now Longwood chewing up clock here.
there are some big linemen out there. Sometimes it comes down to being that simple. Those guys up front can handle. You can get plays like this.
Robinson, they get him before he can get going. Short gain over the left side. Mark Kenny on the tackle.
Number 13, Matthew Harlan.
Assisted by Harlan on the play.
I think if they score here, we won't see any more of Robinson. Let's take a look at this offensive line. That was a counter type play. But the guy who pulled the trap wasn't there. He just came and didn't hit anybody.
4th and 4 from the 28.
Power I. Long count.
And Sachem North jumps. Boy, oh boy, Nick, you can have them 4th and 4, and now you're going to give them a free first down, and you pretty much shot yourself in the foot. The Longwood crowd across the way loves it. The Sachem crowd right in front of us, not so much.
Not so much. We've been here when they're the ones that are on their feet and rooting for their team, but today they're being handled.
1st and 10. Longwood from the 21.
Power I. This is what
Sachem
you're going to
North.
see probably the rest of the way. Power I on a toss.
Here's Robinson.
Robinson always gets positive yardage. Always positive. He doesn't change and try to cut to the other side of the field. He's just a speed guy.
48, Chris Lombardo. And number 73, Ryan Friel.
Comes Caleb again.
2nd and 5 from the 17. We're down to 5:45 left in the game. Corbett picking his way right side. He's going to move the chains again.
Corbett on the carry, brought down by Mark Kenny and Tyler Hall.
Sean Kluber said that his quarterback can run with the ball with the best of them. Here's another thing. He's also a defensive back and has played a great game in the secondary for them.
I don't think you can play quarterback at Longwood unless you can run the ball.
That's very true. Everybody runs the ball at Longwood. My brother coached there. He had their junior high team for years, and he always had kids who could break it.
1st and goal from the 9. Robinson, one more time. And one more time he's in. 3rd touchdown of the day for Robinson.
Mr. Robinson. I think if I were Longwood folks, I would take Robinson out of the game right now and start thinking about next week.
Blank for the extra point. Extra point is up and good, and Longwood's on top by 4 scores. We're going to step away and be back with more right after this. This is the high school football game of the week, brought to you by T&D Sports Video Productions.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
Welcome back to Sachem North High School here in Lake Ronkonkoma on what's been a beautiful Saturday afternoon for football. Game has gotten a little one-sided as Longwood now up over Sachem North 28-0. Blank to kick off. He's had some good kicks today. It's taken by Eaton. Eaton's got some room, and he's out close to the 50 before he's finally banged down by the kicker, Danny Blank.
Good job. Let's watch this. Good job by Sachem getting back. Stay in the middle. Stay in the middle. Pick up positive yardage.
give the kicker, Danny Blank, credit, not afraid to stick his nose in there and make a tackle. If he didn't, I think Eaton was gone. Eaton's had some nice plays. He also had that touchdown called back.
And here's Singleton is in the game now.
Hall might be done for the afternoon, at least on offense. 4:42 left. Vino airing it out down the right sideline. He is looking for number 30, who is not on our sheet.
Pass incomplete from Vino. Bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line.
Meanwhile, we've been getting updates on William Floyd and Ward Melville. Ward Melville hanging in there, 7-7 against the big dogs in this Division I. William Floyd.
Well, we saw Ward Melville last week, and I thought they were a good team. We can't judge by the team they played last week, but they can get things done if they're. But I'm surprised. I thought that if it was going to be anything over at William Floyd, it would be Ward Melville throwing the ball all over the place.
Vino had some heat put on him by Namdi and Josh Jackson on that last play. Had to just get rid of it. It's 3rd and 10. Vino looking for room. He's got Hall over the middle, and Hall has a first down.
That's what I thought we'd see a little more of, is crossing patterns.
Check it, it's Braden Tappan on the reception.
Good catch.
First and 10 from the 31.
Throw it. Nice catch.
Sidearm delivery. Gets it out to Eaton.
Here he goes. Crossing the field. Just crossing patterns are hard to defend. You're usually chasing somebody across the field if you're playing man, and if you're playing zone, people have probably gotten to their zones and not looking for you. It's a nice catch.
Again. Off the reception from Vino, has a first down.
I'll tell you, there's no quit in these Sachem Arrows.
Longwood now given a little bit more room. We're down to 3.5 left in the game. Sachem North would love to get something on the board here.
I think Longwood has some new people in the game. Najee Henderson.
Vino on the run, directing traffic, and now just has to throw it out of bounds. Ordonez came up to greet him.
He had Brian Avanzato open in the end zone, but he was scrambling away from it. Let's watch.
Well, there you see Avanzano on the left of your screen with his hand up in the air and absolutely no one around him, but Vino didn't see him. 2nd and 10 from the 16. Vino, they've got him by the legs. They drag him down. Did that ball pop out?
No, he still has it, and he's picking up some yardage. I'll tell you, they don't quit. Sachem's a young team, relatively young team.
Well, Vino will be back next year directing this offense.
And Singleton will be back, and I'm sure they have some offensive linemen that are going to be back. And this is a football factory. They have great JV. They have 2 middle school programs.
Got a flag down before the snap, but you mentioned their offensive line. They're going to have 4 of their 5 offensive linemen back next season. The Luis Jaquez, the right tackle, the only senior. So the other 4 guys are sophomores and juniors, Nick. They'll be back.
And so will the quarterback, and so will Singleton, and they'll have some other weapons, I'm sure. And then they work hard in the off season. They do a lot of things, and either that or a lot of these kids play a second sport.
Riley and Eaton are both juniors, so they'll be back next year. Vino looking end zone.
Great
Touchdown!
catch.
Andrew Eaton.
That's great. That's a great catch. Let's watch it. Good throw, good catch, going right at it, going to the football, as we've seen this team do many times before.
Hey, you got a good look at Andrew Eaton on your screen. He had one called back earlier, but that one they made stick. DeMille for the extra point, and Sachem North is on the board. We've got a 28-7 game with down to 2:16 left. Going to step away and be back with the final 2:15 right after this quick break.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
Delanto throws end zone, Fountain, touchdown! What did we tell you? They're after him and they sack him. And that hands off, Leskowitz, touchdown! Lanto looking to throw. Touchdown, Massapequa! It's Nugent. Hughes throwing end zone. Touchdown, Patchogue, Medford. Sullivan, he's picked off at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! 2:15 left in the fourth quarter from here at Sachem North. Mike Trezza, Nick Schroeder on hand. And Nick, we've just gotten news into our booth that is a little bit on the surprising side. In our other semifinal in Suffolk 1, it is now Ward Melville over William Floyd 14-7 late in that game.
We saw Ward Melville last week, and they had played Floyd. They had done some great things against Floyd the first time.
7 is our score here. It is Longwood all over Sachem North. Sachem North has just scored for the first time in this game. But now Longwood back on offense, looking to drain this clock. They hand off to Ordonez right side, and he stopped after a pickup of 2.
I'll tell you, there's been so many times that this Division I has been Longwood against Floyd, and I'm sure that's what they're thinking on the sideline because they have no idea what that score is.
And if you're Coach Kluber, you're doing your best to keep all of these kids from finding that out right at this moment. Well, now they know. It's just been announced over our public address system that Melville is up over Floyd in that game. Big opening right side. It's Ordonez. Ordonez has a first down and more. Ordonez has played a nice game for Longwood.
You know, the beauty of a program like Longwood is that they have a philosophy, they stick to it, they develop players to fit that philosophy. I was talking to Sean, and he said to me he tried some other things over the years, but he always comes back to just caveman football, he calls it.
Corbett takes a knee. Down under a minute left to go in this game. I think they have to snap once more.
Tickets can be purchased using the GoFan website.
They snap it, they take a knee. We're down under 30. They will not have to snap it again, and Longwood is going to move on to the final, where it looks right now like they may face Ward Melville. We'll hope to get a final on that game before we wrap up this one. So we're going to step away. We'll be back to wrap things up right after this. Final score from here at Sachem North, Longwood 28, Sachem North 7.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
Delanto throws end zone, Fountain, touchdown! What did we tell you? They're after him and they sack him. And that hands off, Leskowitz, touchdown! Lanto looking to throw. Touchdown, Massapequa! It's Nugent. Hughes throwing end zone. Touchdown, Patchogue, Medford. Sullivan, he's picked off at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! There you see the final score on your screen. It is Longwood 28-7 over Sachem North in our semifinal from here in Lake Ronkonkoma. We set up this game as being a little bit more competitive than it turned out to be, Nick. Sachem North just a little bit overmatched, especially on the lines in this game.
It always comes down to the offensive against the defensive line, and the Longwood linemen are well coached. It doesn't matter who they put in the game. They almost look like clones of each other, and they're always big and strong, and they dominated this game today. Of course, there's a guy named Mr. Robinson who came back and did a great job. Here's a kid that was injured, comes back, and what a thrill for him. And I would say that he's probably my choice for player of the game.
Yeah, Mr. Robinson was in the neighborhood today, but let's take a look at the stats. For Sachem North, it was Vino, 11 for 23, passing for 118 and a touchdown. That touchdown was to Eaton. He had 5 catches, 54 yards, and that touchdown. Singleton on the ground, Nick, a little bit of a disappointing performance for the D1 prospect sophomore. Just 17 total yards on 7 rushes.
Yeah, he's a young kid, okay? This is the first time he's in a playoff situation where he fell behind. I think he'll be back next year, and you'll hear a lot about him. The thing with Longwood is Corbett, who is their quarterback, had an outstanding game just running with the football. He had 11 carries for 43 yards, okay? And Robinson was 13 carries for 147 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I believe that's 197.
Oh, that's 197? Okay, whoever drew that looks like a 4 to me, but it's 197. So he almost had 200 yards. He certainly takes himself over 1,000 for the season right now. That is amazing for a guy who was injured and missed a game or two.
13 for 197. You can do the math in your head. That's well over 15 yards a carry. Also, Namdi had 8 carries for 21 yards, but he also added a touchdown.
That's right. You know, they were just the better team today. On another day, like it was 2 weeks ago, Sachem came out with the victory, but the tournament were not there for Longwood. They did not turn the ball over, and that's the difference between today and 2 weeks ago.
Well, I just want to say, despite the lack of really close games that we had, it's been an absolute blast working with your partner.
Absolutely. I loved it. It's great. It's great to come back and work with people who are as professional as you. And I certainly enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll get the opportunity to do it again in the future.
Let's give our stat man, Troy Murray, a pop. He did a great job in the booth with us this afternoon. And that's going to do it from here at Sachem North, where once again the final score is Longwood 28, Sachem North 7. Our director-producer is Mr. Tom Bruno. Our TD, Jamie Burkhart. Our cameraman, Dave Stempel, Evan Laurie. Our statistician, Troy Murray. For everyone here at T&D Sports Video, including my partner, Nick Schroeder, this is Mike Trezza thanking you for watching. We will see you during basketball season.